thank you everyone for coming today, and thank you Eloy for spending this time with us. Yes, it is a fireside chat. There is no fireside, so we just have to pretend and feel the warmth on such a rainy West Coast night, so we appreciate you being here. But it's a wonderful time to have a chat and learn a little more about Hogeweyk and really understand. So maybe we could start by just asking you, what is Hogeweyk? What is it?
What is Hogeweyk? It's important to know that I talk a lot about backstage and front stage. Backstage, we are a nursing home funded by the National Health System of the Netherlands. But front stage, we just want to be a normal neighborhood where you can live a normal life with your severe dementia, where you can focus on quality of life, a little fun maybe, although you have severe dementia. I learned 13, 14 years ago something about Hogeweyk in an old traditional nursing home, and I saw the vision. The vision is 20 years old, and I'm working there for 13 years. I saw that vision, and I thought, wow, we are not focusing on care anymore only, but also on living and well-being. And as a facility manager, I'm responsible for the living part, the built environment, the reception, the food, but also well-being, social life. So that's a new challenge for me. So I wanted to be a part of that vision. Just doing normal, making a normal environment for people, and a nursing home in a normal environment. That was the challenge. I talked a lot with the architect because he thought, oh, I'm going to design a nursing home. But we asked him, we learned him about our vision, but we asked him to design a little neighborhood. He did not know what to design, so that was a challenge. We trained the building company how to make a new environment. So the challenge was to do normal. So the main challenge was discussing the rules and regulations with the local authorities and the Dutch government, and searching for people who believed in this concept. So because without the employees, the staffing, who are really dedicated, it will not work. So it's not about the bricks and the stones. We are now famous because everybody's talking about a Dementia Village, but it's not in the bricks and the stones. It's the way you want to take care for elderly, how you want to provide a normal life for them. I was reading my emails this afternoon, really, and there was a new example. My colleague mailed me, and she was mailing and telling that there was somebody walking in the woods in nearby Amsterdam, meeting somebody else from Korea, I think. Weird story. She was telling about the Hogeweyk. Her relative was living in another nursing home. She said, wow, I want to visit. She visited. She moved her relative to the Hogeweyk, and she saw a huge difference in behavior. She got her mother back again. It's also on Dutch film. They followed us during the transformation from a traditional nursing home into the new village, a Dutch camera team. And families telling on Dutch film that they got their mother back again. Because the total atmosphere, the smaller group size, the attendance on lifestyles, on norms and values, the freedom to walk around was less stressful, causes less stress than a really traditional nursing home with a ward, 30 people, 15 people living there. So it's about the normal scale and normal daily life, and that helps people with severe dementia, but helps us too to cope with daily life. So that are some examples.
Really, the mission and the vision for the society is that those who are on the dementia journey have as the best quality of life and the best focus on them as possible. And housing is, and where people will live is one aspect of that. a real significant part for our vision, which I've heard Eloy say several times, is changing people's ideas, changing people's concept about what is normal. And I keep coming back to that. It's a big job to get people to think that if you have a disease, that suddenly you aren't normal or that you shouldn't live in a normal environment. We talk all the time that every one of us has a legacy, and we want to be all seen through our legacy, not through the label of our disease. And so the vision of our society is to try to change that and work with people who are closely associated with care homes like many of you and many of the professional associations to integrate that vision into changing housing. And that, I think, is the commitment and the partnership that we all have to do together. Because I think changing the road for dementia care isn't just about one organization or one partner or one group moving forward in their vision. It's bringing all our visions together and trying to change that world, because we all want to have a legacy, and I think that is where we strive to be, and I believe we can do that, and I think we are on that road. So I hope that answers your question, but I do think that that is the clear mission that we push forward for.